I love the idea of 5 minutes, 5 slides. And here I'm going to talk about the payments and the fintech. My name is Ritesh Jain, and I'm a co-founder at Infinite and a member of G20 GPFI, which is Global Program for Financial Inclusion. So the first thing that I would like to talk about in payments, as well as like everybody's quite excited throughout this year and the last year, and I'm pretty sure going forward as well, is buy now, pay later. Why buy now, pay later? Because it removes the friction from the customer journeys. And if you look into the net promoter score of buy now, pay later in comparison to the other payment methods, and definitely it tops it all. So everybody is getting excited with the festivities and the festive season for the shopping. And not only the retail companies, but the payment companies are gearing up for that. Why? Because that's where the money is. But is it really helping out the consumers, or is it helping out themselves? That's something to watch out for, because there's no strict regulation around it. And we are quite conscious in terms of how it is going to work out in terms of the debt over the period of time. So this is something to watch out for. But for now, yes, we all in it for buy now, pay later, marry now, pay later, shop now, pay later, or do anything where you have to make payment, you can do it later. And that's what on the offer now. The other thing that I'm quite excited and I've seen the significant adoption in the market is the cryptocurrencies. Yes, it's a payment method, but at the same time, it is not just the payment method today. The people are excited about the cryptocurrencies from the future of payments perspective, but at the same time, it is providing an immense opportunity for people for investments. It's not only for the retail investors, but for the corporates as well. MicroStrategy, everybody knows about it. They've invested significant amount of money in the Bitcoin. And that's why we are seeing quite a lot of movement into the cryptocurrencies. And not only that, from the investment perspective as well, we have seen a huge surge in investment from the VC landscape into cryptocurrencies, the startups. And that has led to the highest number of unicorns in this year. So yes, the cryptocurrencies, is it a FOMO? Yes, a kind of. Everybody is rushing towards it, but it will stabilize over the period of time. And we will see more stable payment method through cryptocurrency over the period of time. Contactless. Yes, we have been talking about it for a decade. We have seen a huge surge in the contactless payments. And the overall contactless payment is growing exponentially. It is dominating the all payment methods across. Just in the 2021, the contactless payment have grown up by 45%. Yes, it is all due to pandemic as well. But whether this will continue over the period of time, yes, it will. But are we going cashless society? No. I would like to say that we are going to be less cash society rather than the cashless society over the period of time. Because the adoption of the cash is still there. And that is going to be there because we've got a huge population to serve. And unfortunately, a significant number is still unbanked. So yes, the adoption is going to continue, but we are not going to get rid of cash anytime sooner. Investment. That is one of the most interesting and favorite topic for all. We have seen a huge investment across the fintech landscape, and that is led by few of the sectors, specifically the cryptocurrencies as well as the payments. I wish I had a crystal ball, but I said this in early 2020 that the pandemic could lead to the birth of new fintech unicorns. And guess what? In Q3 2021, we have seen 42 new unicorns. And the investments in the fintech is all-time high. It is double than the last year's investments. So it is not stopping. It has continued to grow. And yes, everything evolves and revolves around payments. Now, the question is, what is going to happen later on? As I said, I don't have a crystal ball, but what I can see, everything revolves around payments. We are going to see a further innovation in the payments landscape, which is going to lead and support the open banking and further the open finance landscape. So the organization, financial services, fintechs are looking at the future to serve overall financial well-being of a customer. And that's where the focus is. So if you see, everything is around the payment landscape, whether it's your insurance, asset, wealth management, telco, mortgages, everything is going to be under single umbrella over the period of time. And what is enabling all of that? Is the payment transaction, is the authorization, acceptance, and the data. So yes, this is something to watch out for. Yes, it is at a high level, the open finance. Open banking is just the stepping stone, but the future is open finance. And that is going to be enabled by the payment methods and the payment rails. And that is the fundament.